Pastor Sheyi. Pastor Sheyi. Pastor Sheyi must have problem with his network.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, we are hearing you, sir. We are waiting for you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I assume we have ladies who are also listening to this program.
Good evening.
I want to welcome everybody to Real Men Talk for tonight. And it's supposed to be a Valentine special episode. And for strategic reason, we're choosing a topic that is familiar, especially to married men and women. And I want to welcome everybody, like I said, Dr. Femi Samuel, Pastor Oluwafemi Oluwaleri. I think those are the people that I can see around in here. As other people join, I will still continue to recognize everybody.
You are welcome, sir.
On behalf of myself, thank you. My name is Pastor Sheyi Ojeni, and I will be hosting the show for tonight. So the topic that we're taking for tonight is let's talk about sex. As a matter of introduction, let me start. Okay, Pastor Olufemi Oluwaleri. Can you give us your simple definition of what? Maybe I just want to confirm on you the pastorate. I want to confirm on you a pastorate auction, as the case may be. So, I'm sure you will not mind taking off the button. God has just called you, so just go and mute. But please make sure you remit your time. Remit as early as possible, the moment you start collecting tithes. Thank you, sir. Okay, so let's start with you, Mr. Oluwaleri.
Thank
What do you
you.
understand? Just give us
You're
your
welcome.
word, sex. Go ahead, sir. Hello?
We are not hearing you again, though.
I can hear you. I can see
I'm not
everybody.
hearing you. Please come again, sir. Your voice
I'm
is
saying,
ceasing.
can you give us a simple definition of sex for people who don't understand what it is?
I can't hear you. It's cracking. It's cracking.
Okay. Can you hear me now clearly? Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Maybe your
Okay.
network, Pastor Brother
What?
Oluwaleri.
Okay.
I think it's
Can you hear me?
No, my network is okay
Can you hear
today.
me? Can you hear me,
Okay.
Brother
Can you
I
Oluwaleri?
can hear you clearly. I'm hearing you clearly.
So
Okay, I'm hearing you
can
now.
give us a simple definition of sex in your own way? Hello?
Wow. It's just the coming together. It's the mutual
question
coming together of man and woman to have that game.
Okay? Coming together of man and woman.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
You want me? Hello? Are you hearing me, sir?
Hear you,
Yes,
yeah.
loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you
Hello?
loud and clear.
I
Yes.
can hear you, sir.
Yes, to have an affair. To have a kind of affair.
Okay.
Yeah.
A kind.
I said it's the
Okay.
I said the coming together of man and woman to have an affair.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Coming together of man and woman to have a kind of an affair.
Okay. For
But
purpose
it must be mutually agreed between the two of them.
Okay, thank you for adding mutually agreement. For the purpose of this show, we want to
Yes, sir.
agree that sex is only between male and female. And because I know that there are other sexes that could be between male and female and female. I'm not sure we want to project or
Go into
encourage
that.
that. Yes. So thank you very much, Mr. Oluwalere. Dr. Femi Samuel,
Thank
are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
with
can
you,
you-
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Sex marriage.
Beg your pardon. I can't, it's cracking. I didn't hear you well.
Can you briefly explain why sex
That's
is
what I
important?
said.
If I get the question well, can I briefly explain why sex is important in marriage? Thank you very much.
Yes, that's the question. Yeah.
The sex actually was created by God. And in the Bible, the purpose for which sex was created was for procreation. That's number one. It was not only for procreation, also for intimate relationship. So sex on its own, the purpose for sex in marriage, these two information, these two reasons, 6 of 60 now. And the first reason for procreation, second reason for intimacy, for relationship, for fellowship. So that's why the Bible will say, and Adam knew his wife. I'm not a pastor, I don't intend to be one. But the Bible says Adam knew his wife. That means that knew means that it goes beyond personal knowledge of someone. So that's what sex was meant for. Sex is an important component in marriage, in the relationship called marriage, without which it solves a lot of problems. Sex should not just be viewed from the surface in marriage. There is no extent to which one can go when it comes to sexual relationship. There is no extent to which one cannot go when it comes to sexual relationship in marriage, because it was created by God for intimacy, to be enjoyed, for procreation, to know, and to have feel of your partner in marriage. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Can
you
hear
very
me, sir?
much. I can hear you. Procreation and intimate relationship. Okay, stemming from the word procreation, is it more sex because
Sir,
Mr. Oluwalere? Hello?
me, I couldn't hear. The thing cracked.
Hello?
But your voice is ceasing. I know the network is from his
Anytime you
end.
want to ask
Sorry.
question, anytime you want to ask
Hello.
question, the voice will crack.
You will just go off. Like I can hear you clearly, but I can't hear him.
Pastor
Okay.
Sheyi,
Can you hear me now? Yes, sir.
we can hear you now, sir.
You can hear me. I was asking,
Yes, sir.
people assume that sex is only for procreation, and he added that it is also intimacy in relationship. Are there other stages of benefit that we can enjoy in having sex much more than relationship?
I think that question is for me.
Mr. Oluwalere,
Yes, sir. Yes, it's for you, sir.
Okay. Apart from procreation, apart from intimate relationship, I think it's just sex to me. It's more or less of a kind of mutual understanding again that the two of you maybe get a benefit from. It's more or less, apart from procreation, apart from that intimate relationship, is a kind of fellowshipping with one another, provided, maybe in a Christian way, provided the two of you are married, but you discover it goes outside that. If you don't, if since we don't limit it to Christian relationship alone, then it means the mutual agreement between two people coming together is maybe they regard it as a kind of, maybe you call it game or you call it an enjoyment. So the two of them mutually agreeing, coming together to have sex, to me is more or less a game. It's more or less just to satisfy one's curiosity. Maybe that's the way I'll put it. I don't know whether that answers your questions.
Okay.
So you discover sex is not. Yes, sir. Okay.
Dr. Femi, are
Yes,
you
sir.
there?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
I am not a medical doctor.
Yes.
Sex is good for health. Is that true?
That's true, sir. That's correct.
Okay.
That is correct, sir.
Can you expatiate? Can you expatiate on that?
During sexual intercourse and after sexual intercourse, there are some hormones naturally in the body. They call them endorphin. They are released in the brain. They have a way of changing the mood of when someone engages in sex. So you notice that after sexual intercourse, the man is happy. The man and the woman, by the time you hit orgasm, you are happy, you are relaxed. It's part of the function because those hormones are made for you. Sex is actually made for you to enjoy it. So if for any reason anybody is not enjoying sex, something is not adding up, something is wrong. So when those hormones are released, you become happy. Those hormones, studies have shown that it helps in relieving depression. So people that are depressed, by having sex with the right person, the depression can be lifted. Studies have also shown that sex has been known to cure headache. People get happy when you see a family couple that have regular, good sexual intercourse. They hardly fight. When you see a couple that don't have sex, they will just be quarreling. The man becomes touchy, the woman becomes touchy over small things that they could solve out, they could resolve. It will not resolve easily. So sex it goes beyond just the for procreation or for enjoyment. It has a lot of benefits in which we don't look into. Also, you look at it, there are some problems at home that could not be solved without sex. Some other studies have shown that for men, studies shows that a study I read about last year said about 3 ejaculations per week to reduce the risk of prostate cancer. Ejaculation. Cancer. I want you.
Thank you. Continue. Dr. Femi. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me now, sir? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
I hear you.
Yes. When God created something. Hello? When God created something. Yes, I just want to, I'm continuing. When God created something, just look at it very well. There are reasons beyond what you can see why God has created that thing. Why don't God make us procreate like plants? Just let me send a holy grain to the next plant and let them produce fruit. Why do I have to have sex? There are reasons for that. And that reason, we will continue to discover it all through to eternity. So sex does not only satisfy the body, it also has psychological effect on us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Femi. That will only have been handled by an expert. I'm so sure I will not have been able to appreciate the benefit of sex as much as you have explained it.
Thank you, sir.
Should we assume that it is because of the advantage? Should we assume advantages that people choose to have multiple sex partners? What is your on the ability of people having multiple sex?
For every gift God has given us, there should be a caution placed on the use of that gift. Sex, God has made it to be enjoyable, not only to humans, even to animals. However, God also that made it to be enjoyable, made it to be in the confine of the matrimonial home. Now, multiple sexual partner, as it is, has its own rate. We know that sex is a way in which so many infectious diseases, sexually transmitted infection, can be distributed. There's some other cancer too that are linked to sex, like cervical cancer. If the man is infected with a virus called human papilloma virus, and if one of those human papilloma can share it. So we know that sex, despite the fact that God has made it enjoyable, it doesn't mean that we should now take that gift for granted and use it in a way in which it wasn't planned for. By doing that, it can also affect human. You know, too much of everything is bad. Despite the fact that it should be enjoyable, it has its benefit, but too much of it or indiscriminate use of that gift could be injurious to our health. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Can we go a little further and cause, are you there? Hello?
Can we go a little further and touch? I'm with you, sir.
Can we go a little further and discuss differences in individual differences in sex partners? How long
yes
a good sex supposed to last?
Well, I've had people coming to ask me questions.
Because
people will walk up to you.
Okay, because hold on, sir. I've had people say you can spend 3 hours, and some people had to go and inject themselves. Some have even gone into drugs with the mind
of maintaining their sexual activity.
What do you want to advise people? Be even good. Maybe for you, you are a medical doctor. Maybe you even do up to 5 hours. Maybe you need to tell us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I've had people coming to tell me and asking, doctor, that my husband has premature ejaculation. Okay, what do you mean by premature ejaculation? Tell me 1 minute. I've had someone tell me 1 minute, 2 minutes. For the length of for the length in which someone can go during sex actually depends on that person's makeup. Naturally, some people cannot stay too long before ejaculating, while some can stay. But what makes an adequate sex is between the couple. The couple is there is nothing like standard per se. The couple will look at what they enjoy. Some couple can have 5 minutes and enjoy 5 minutes. There is this thing we call compatibility between two sexual partners. The two of them must be compatible. They must know the way they do, the way they fellowship at home.
Okay.
The way I fellowship may be different from the way you fellowship as a pastor. Are you getting me? So if individuals, those couple, if they actually learn
Okay.
that this is my weak point, this is my strength during sexual intercourse, it will help. I believe I'm still on. So there is nothing like an ideal time. If the two couples are okay with 40 minutes, they are okay with 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 25 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that is them. So nobody can really say this is the number of hours that is ideal. It's this couple that will learn and adopt the standard for their sexual life. However, we know some people have some problem with sex, in which one of the couple may not enjoy 3 minutes and the other one can't go past 3 minutes. I've also seen cases where the man can go 2 hours and the woman cannot even go more than 20 minutes. So the couple must decide on what they want, form a standard. Welcome, sir. The question was that asking me what is the ideal time someone should go.
I was hearing everything. I was hearing everything. Maybe I should add mine, sir.
Now what is
You discover. I heard you when you were speaking, except that I was not added. You discover that the more the mutual relationship, the much the agreement between the two of you, the longer it might take.
The more
Say
they
for example, have a disagreement. They believe it's a must that the more they last long. And experience has shown that people, when you go beyond the age of 50 at times, you might last longer than when you are less than 50. That's an experience I've just heard from somebody. But be that as it may, you discover that I'm more than 50 now, so
I'm not up to that. So maybe when I get there,
well, the doctor, I know the doctor should know.
Doctor, can you confirm what Mr. Larry is saying?
So you discover.
Well,
Oluwalere.
So that I can say what Oluwalere, what I actually know about it is that when you stay with someone over the time, your body system may not be as reactive as it is when you are just meeting the person when you are dating or when you just got married. You now know this is my wife. There's no way you are running to. So you take your time. And once over the years, you will now know a soft spot, what turns are on, what turns are off. So you spend time. That may account for that. But as a young man, the way the hormone works is different. You're always in a hurry. And with more experience, as you stay in the same house, you've been married for 20 years, with more experience, you are not in a hurry. This thing is there, it's not going anywhere. I think that may explain that. Let me explain that. So, Mr. Oluwalere, when I become 50, I will try to expand.
Okay.
Mr. Oluwalere. Mr. Oluwalere.
Yes, sir. I'm hearing you, sir.
You.
Hello, sir.
It's network.
My network is okay. I'm hearing you clearly. It's Pastor Sheyi's network that is going off. I'm hearing your own clearly.
Mr. Oluwalere, you are trying to tell us something about sex. Maybe we should listen to your part of the story.
So what's the question, sir?
You were saying something that when a man is above 50 years, it tends to last longer.
Yes, that's the study has shown, and at least from one seminar that I attended, that's what they said. But besides that, you discover if there is a cordial relationship between man and woman, you discover they tend to last longer than when there is disagreement. Take, for example, the husband wants to have it by force, and the wife was not really interested. But because it's a must that he must give him, that by the time they meet, you discover it might just become casual before you know what's happening. The whole thing is concluded. But when there is mutual agreement and there's friendly relationship between the two of them, you discover they tend to last longer. Even than somebody you are meeting casually, if it's not in a Christian way. So I don't know whether you get me, sir.
Yes, actually, I also noticed that when meeting someone for the first time, there is this thing we call in science Dina vision hypersensitivity. When you are not used to something and you are seeing it for the first time, it tries to trigger more effect.
Exactly.
Someone you are seeing every day, trigger more effect. If
exactly,
you may
it's true.
Better sex, if your wife travel for a month and she's just coming back, or when you travel for a month, you may tend to have better sex than someone who's been at home all the time. Because that time you wish you are not together, you respond to what you don't see always. So that may account for that. Someone that stays at home with is not going anywhere. So you may not be in a hurry. That's what I could say about that.
Okay, Mr. Oluwalere. I'm so sure you are.
It's true. And also, if the person for the first have said, the urge will be there, and before you meet him, meet her, within some minutes, you concluded. But if it is somebody you have been with, like your wife, for a long time, it tends to last longer.
Thank you.
That's my take about it. I don't know for others.
Mr. Oluwalere, I'm going to stay with you for this one. That says that if you continue to eat the same kind of food every day, there is a tendency that you get so tired and you want to try. If you eat beans tonight, you want to eat beans again tomorrow morning and beans in the afternoon. You might be tempted to go and buy rice in the next shop by the next time. What is your approach, or what is your advice for this type of monotony in food? You understand what I'm saying? Mr. Oluwalere.
If I may preempt you, you discover the less interest you get from it. Honestly, if you are used to a particular thing constantly, the tendency is there for you to get tired. The tendency is there for you to get weak. The tendency is also there for you to get disinterested. And take it from it. Even if you are not disinterested, the woman may be disinterested. Mark you discover that the sexual urge may be greater in man than woman at times. And there are some women that it's greater in them than even the man. There are women that demand more sex than man. And there are some men that requires more sex than women. So it depends. It depends. But what I know, the study is if you get used to it on a daily basis, it will get to a point you'll get disinterested. It will get to a point you'll get weak. Thank you.
Okay. The challenge that comes along with that is that some people had identified that as the reason why they have multiple partners, because they said that they have been eating the same kind of food and they are already getting disinterested. So because they don't want to eat beans tomorrow morning, they decide to go to the next shop and buy rice and dodo, you know. And when they, after eating rice and dodo, they also discover that they are getting tired. They decide to go and branch in the next shop and buy yam and egg. What is your own suggestion for people like that? Opinion.
Wow. To me, if you are a Christian, the Bible go against it. So definitely, on a Christian ground, you don't have the right to go outside your wife. That is basic. But when you remove that, maybe you go into the world and you say, okay, you test this, you discover that the more you test, the more problems you put yourself into. I have seen somebody who got married to them. In fact, a study has shown it. That you have 2, 3, 4, 5 wives. If you study them critically, though not in all cases, but if you study them critically, you discover the first one will be the best one in terms of whatever you may think of. And by the time you say, okay, you are not satisfied with one, you move to the second one, from the second one to the third one. By the time you go into it and you see, it will just occur to you that, if I had known, I would have resisted myself to the first one. And to me, going outside the first one is more or less, how will I put it? It's just, what is the best adjective now? It's selfishness. That's the way I look at it. Because women, we are the same. It's the same thing. And I can tell you, if you cover the faces of women, if your wife doesn't have any features that you can use and identify her, and they tell you, and maybe it doesn't have a particular odor, and they tell you, okay, just choose somebody. The tendency is there for you to choose a wrong person from your wife. It is possible. So, to me, restricting yourself to one will give you peace. It will give you joy. And it will give you rest of mind. But by the time you say you move from one, you eat dodo, it's not okay, you want to eat beans, because you eat beans is not, so constipation will come in. To me, I don't support it. I don't support it. And that is why you see many people who go into it, at the end of the day, they ended up regretting. But by then, it is too late when the head is already off. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, let me stay with you. Can sex be used to preserve marriage?
Wow, that's a big question. It may, and it may not.
Okay.
Let me tell you why it may. Good. If, maybe from the part of the husband, if the husband is such a person that loves to have sex at all times, and the wife has understood him, and he gives him often, definitely it will preserve that marriage. I can tell you, The husband requires for it today, you give him. Tomorrow, you give. Already, you have created peace in that home, because the more you repel him, the more risk that involves. He comes to you today, he asks for, you say no. Tomorrow he comes to you, you say no. Day after tomorrow he comes to you, you say no. And maybe in his office there is somebody who has been eye him, and there is a little sign he gives. The tendency is that if you are not careful, he will jump to that person. But if at any time he requests for it and you give him, the tendency is there for that wife or for that relationship to be preserved. And on the other way, if it is the woman that loves it all the time and the man doesn't like it too, and the moment the woman comes and the man resists, if care is not taken, the woman might end up going outside. And the moment she goes outside and she tastes it and she enjoys the other party more than the husband, if care is not taken, it might end up cracking the marriage. So that's the little I can contribute. So it may and it may not, depending on the way we look at it.
Dr. Femi, can you unmute your mic?
Okay, has to unmute.
Dr. Femi.
Unmute your mic. Yes,
sir.
It.
I'm online. I'm with you, sir.
Okay, Dr. Femi, you're already laughing, and I don't know whether you know why the question I want to ask you. Okay, Dr. Femi.
I don't know. Yes, sir.
Some people came in with different sex styles, and I've been in a forum where the speaker suggested different styles as a panacea for having multiple partners. Is it panacea now, or as an alternative to having different sex partners? Can you explain the role of different styles in marriage as regards sex?
Thank you very much, Pastor Sheyi. You made mention of something before I was shortly cut off, that eating the same type of food every day did not look boring.
Okay, you heard that
I heard it clearly. Yeah, I heard it. I was at the background, so I was listening to the discussion. Actually,
okay, go ahead.
You can have the same food and make it in different way. Let's start from beans.
Okay.
You can make it oil beans, white beans, agoy beans, moi. You can make it akara. Are you getting me? This is the same beans, but you can make it. You can even add rice to the beans. Different variety of beans. Are you getting me? Even rice too. You can cook it white rice, jollof rice, turmeric rice, coconut rice. Are you getting
like that one?
Everything you want to do. So sometimes people have said that you should be a new person in the sex room all the time. Keep your partner surprises. Sex shouldn't be monotonous.
Yeah.
Actually, in this part of the world, most people don't talk about sex. In fact, one of my professors of memory said, sex is what we all practice, but we pretend as if it doesn't exist. We don't talk about it in church. We don't talk about it in any forum. In fact, most people that learn about sex learn it on their own. There is no formal way where I'm sure my parents never taught me sex. But I have more knowledge about sex. I should have more knowledge about sex than them now. But they never talk to me about it. So what people now they tell, we notice that most people don't really, do they really enjoy it? Do they really maximize the potential they can get to in their sexual life? No. So you can actually be new thing to your partner at every time. Let it be full of surprises. I mean, bring up new innovation. And in doing that, it may boil down to different sexual positions. If you Google it on the net, there are different ones. They will tell you reverse cowgirl, missionary, I mean, scissors. There are different positions you can think of. It spices up your sexual life. It doesn't make it monotonous. It spices it up. It makes it feel as if you are getting something new. So you can actually eat beans for a week and eat it in different way, and you will enjoy all of them. So
Thank you very
let's just try to put fun. People say they have sex, some say they have fun. Whenever I talk to couples that have infertility, there is something I tell them.
Okay.
Sometimes you will tell them, when sex could be fun and sex could be work. The food you eat, you could eat chicken and have fun with it. I could eat chicken, they will pet you, please eat more now and take your drug. It becomes work. The same food you enjoy can actually be work to you. I will not tell the couple that now you are looking for baby, pregnancy, and you need to have sex. But it could be boring. It could be irritating for someone to just wake up and say, honey, doctor said I should be ovulating now. Let's have sex. You are making it look to that man as if it's work. It could actually be great work. But you know when you're ovulating, don't tell the man. Seduce the man at home. Cook certain food, use certain perfume, take your bath, wear certain clothes, and let everything. While trying to get pregnant, enjoy yourself, have fun. And without, while having that fun, pregnancy will come. So you can actually have fun in your home. Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate this comment. Mr. Oluwalere.
Yes, sir.
Is it to discuss sex before you go into a relationship? Or when is it appropriate? Is it important to discuss sex before you go into a relationship or when you are already in the relationship?
A serious man should discuss sex after they have gotten married, or maybe when the relationship has become cordial and is on the maturity stage of getting married. That should be the best time of discussing it. It shouldn't speak well of a man who is just having a relationship with somebody and the first thing he's discussing is sex. A sensible woman will look at him that, who is this? Why is it that that's the first thing you are discussing? When there are a lot of matters to discuss. You've not discussed about her future or your future. You've not discussed about how to make a good home. You've not discussed about maybe your past that could help you in moving forward. And the first thing you are discussing is sex. A smart woman, if you are not careful, may stylishly end that relationship. So it's not always good to be the first thing the couple should discuss. Go into a relationship, talk about the future, talk about how to make a good home where you come together. And when the bonding is there, maybe casually, you can start discussing that. And in fact, I would advise that not until the relationship becomes mature to the point of getting married before you start talking about that. That's to me. If you start discussing it from the beginning, a smart woman might get disinterested. They might just look at this person is just coming to just kick and go. And you discover if care is not taken, it might end the relationship casually or abruptly. So it's better not to make it the first priority when you come together. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Femi,
Yes, sir.
I had the opportunity to counsel so many couples. And one of the challenges I've had is one of the partners saying that I don't like sex at all. And my husband just want to kill me. If we have a marriage like that, what do you advise the couples to do?
Thank you very much, sir, Pastor Sheyi. I've talked to people that naturally they don't like sex. In fact, some will say they don't enjoy it. There are reasons that could be adduced to this problem. It's actually a problem. It's a problem in the sense that when people are eating food and they are telling this food is delicious, it's tasty, and you cannot taste that same food, that shows that there is something wrong with your taste bud or you are sick or something. And there are reasons, some even complain of pain, serious pain during sex. So we have to start asking them questions. Why are they having pain? Why are they not enjoying it? Because this part of the world where we don't talk about sex, and when our children are growing up, when most children are growing up, people tell them that, please, if a man touches you, you get pregnant. We disabuse their mind about sex, which is good for them at that stage. But we don't also tell them the truth that there is time for everything. So when they now grow up, in the mind of their mind, they already see sex, they've seen sex as something that is wrong. So in their psyche, they have problem with sex. Such people now, they've learned not to enjoy sex. They've learned to hate sex. They've learned to feel pain during sex. They have to unlearn.
Oh, Dr. Femi. Okay, Mr. Luwalere. I'm
Yes,
so
sir.
sure probably lost Pastor Femi there. Do you have a comment that you want to make about that?
Wow. Thank you, sir. If a couple, maybe one of them does not like sex, if care is not taken,
Mama T.
it might end up breaking the relationship.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Femi.
Let me give you time to finish.
They've learned those things. Now, what do we need to do? We need to now, they have to meet a counselor, a sexologist. There are people that counsel people on sex. The first thing we want to know is that what is the cause of this disinterested in sex? The cause of sinning. You see, some of them, maybe they've been molested while they were young. So is the memory of the pain, is the memory they felt that will start coming to their mind. It will take time. So we have to talk to them, talk to both the husband and the wife. Let them see that this is a problem and what are the drills. There are certain drills that could be done. Number one, does the man understand how the wife responds to sex? There are things we call G-spot. There are things that turn the woman on. You can't expect a woman that has gone to work, come back to cook, has worked all through. So now you now want to wake her up when she's tired. You see that she's always tired. What can I do not to make her tired? You want to rule that one out. Has she been molested in the past? Does she still see that sin flashing back in her mind? We have to talk back. Or is she holding someone deep in her mind that this person has molested or assaulted me? We'll talk about that. Then if she's having pain, there are two kinds of pain you can have. You can have what we call superficial dyspareunia. That means pain you feel on entering. You can also have deep dyspareunia, in which pain you feel when you have entered deep. Superficial dyspareunia majorly is psychological. You just believe you will feel pain during sex. And there's no way you will feel pain, that if that is the case, then two of them will be talked to. And what do? The first time will be they have to talk about sex. Someone will discuss to them that this thing is enjoyable. The second stage will be that, okay, they should start touching themselves. So do they enjoy romance, not sex? If they enjoy romance, yes. The other things will now follow.
Gofemi.
Yes, sir. Okay,
So
I was
it's a
saying
main
something.
thing that has to do with training. So when they say a sexologist or someone that is a sex therapist, we discuss with them, we sort out where the problem is, and they will to find a plain level ground. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Zoluale, you want to say something?
Okay, I was saying something when he came back. You discover that if something happens, if care is not taken, that could break the relationship. That could break it. And like Dr. Femi says, you discover most of the time, I'm sorry to use this language, men tend to be selfish when it comes to this issue of sexual whatever. They don't care to know what the woman is going through at that particular moment. All what they are interested in, they want to come up. They want to come in. They want to come in. Occasionally, the woman might be going through emotional stress. The woman might be having some problems. The woman might be having some things in the past that is playing back. So the best thing to do is to go for counseling. Let me use myself as a practical example. When we first got married, after first or second year, we almost had the same problem. Thank God we had people who came in, who counseled us, who talked to us, who prayed for us, who did everything. And that has become the things of the past now. So you discover if a man is constantly asking for sex and the woman is not giving, and she doesn't take the time to ask, to investigate the cause, if care is not taken, the tendency is there for that man to go out. And the moment he goes out and sees somebody who gives him day in, day out, if care is not taken, he can decide to pack out of that house and move to another house. God will not allow that. So we need to be very careful. We need to balance it. We need to go for counseling. We need to take the woman's problem as if it's our own problem. It's not even limited to a woman. There are some women that want sweet offer and the husband doesn't want it. That too could cause problem. If the woman discovers it and he asks for, the man is not ready. The first thing that might come to her mind is maybe she has somebody outside. If that is not taken and they still continue the same way, the tendency is there, the woman might look out. And the moment she goes out and sees somebody who can satisfy her, if care is not taken, that might end the marriage. I've seen pastors' wives who leave the matrimonial home and move out, even with the children, to another man's house. So we need to be very, very careful and be prayerful when such things happen. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, stemming from that platform, what is the role of preparation before sex?
Wow. The role of preparation before sex. Well, the role of preparation. I think to me, since you have become, I'm talking from the background of people who are married.
Yes,
if the two of you are married, there shouldn't be anything that you cannot discuss. You should be prepared, you should be ready to discuss anything. Mark you, we expect you to have discussed about the past. We expect you to have known his past or her past. We expect you to have left the past behind and move forward. So
let me quickly add so that you can have
a broader view.
Most men complain that their husband does not prepare them enough during the day before they come and ask for something in the time they are asking.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, that what is the role of that preparation? And probably how do you prepare somebody for whatever you have in your subconscious?
Wow. Dr. Femi has gone. I think he would have been the best person to answer. But to the best of my knowledge,
Yes,
let me
I'm
answer.
with you.
We will talk.
I'm
Let
with
me
you,
just
sir.
talk the little one. Then we push it to you. You see, there was a marriage counseling I attended. It was a woman that came to do the counseling. And he was telling us her experience that anytime she want to have a husband, that there are so many things she will do in the afternoon. There are so many things that she will put on. There are times even when they're in the room, all this tiny, skinny, wearing or whatever, that she put it on. And that by the time she does that often and often, she puts the man on alert. And the same thing applicable to man. Man should be able to have a way of communicating it to his wife as a way of preparing the wife for it. And not just coming from nowhere and just banking like a dog. No. So there should be a way you prepare her for it. Maybe you get home, at times you discuss, you touch her, you do this. There should be some little signs you put on. Women get offended when you just come from nowhere and you want to start the journey immediately. They don't like it. So you should try to do all those signs that will prepare her for you, preparing you for the battle. And like Dr. Femi said the other time, that there are some things you do as a pre-planned period. Like there are some powerful perfume you put on, there are some signs you put on. So women like it that way, than just coming from nowhere and you don't want to even discuss, you don't want to do anything and you go in. No, they don't like it. There are some that want to be with you to have a kind of lengthy discussion, talk, touch yourself, peck yourself, doing those sort of things that even by the time you go in, she doesn't know. So I think it's always good to get prepared before you embark on the journey. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Femi. Dr. Femi. Hello, doctor.
Dr. Femi is muting himself. He has to unmute himself. He needs to unmute himself.
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with you.
So, did you hear the question I posed to him?
Not at all, sir. I didn't hear the question.
What is the role of preparation? Women complain that men don't prepare them enough for whatever activity they have, and some of the time it gets them disinterested, and some people even feel like a slave. What is the role of preparation in lovemaking?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
We're hearing, sir.
Hello, doctor. Hello? I'm not sure he's on again. Okay. Mr. Lualere, while we're trying to wait for Dr. Femi to come up,
okay.
What time of the day is best? Are you there?
It depends. You see, there are a lot of factors you will consider before you know the best time of the day. Are you hearing me? Hello, sir. Okay.
Hello.
Take for example your wife is a nurse.
Hello.
And she goes to the.
Okay, Dr. Femi wants to take his question. Okay, go ahead, Dr. Femi.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. There are some things, the male and female gender, we don't really understand the other person. What does sex mean to a man? Let me first say this. Sex to a man is as if you are hungry and you see the food. You don't know where the food is coming from. You don't bother who cook the food. You just see the food and you eat. That is why sometimes women get surprised. How will you have sex with someone you don't know and you enjoy it? Men can. A man can look out of the window, out of his car and see a pretty lady, take her to a hotel, have sex and enjoy it. But women are not the same thing. Sex to a woman is different from sex to a man. To a woman, sex to a woman is you help her with the house chores, you follow her to the market, buy her gift, tell her sweet words, take care of the babies and other things. And out of the love and care you shown to her, she will have sex with you and enjoy it. We are two different things when it comes to sex. When a man has sex with you and he has released, the woman on his own, he wants to sleep. He just wants to sleep. He has achieved his aim. But don't go. Tell her how much she meant to you, how you cherish her, appreciate her. And it's based on this, she will want to have more sex. So, sex to a man and sex to a woman, they are two different things. In preparation, there is nothing wrong. If you want, you can actually turn your partner on before getting home. Just like in everything you do. If you prepare, if you fail to prepare, that means if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So sometimes preparation could mean that showing unnecessary signal, telephone call, text messages. There's nothing wrong in preempting your wife about sex. There is nothing wrong in discussing sex before you get home, when you get home. In fact, it's a normal thing to do, to discuss sex. Most people don't want to talk about it. You just want it to happen spontaneously when you get to the other room. No, it's what should be discussed. While discussing it, the woman or the man will tell you one or two things that will guide you on what to do. And even during sexual intercourse, there should be communication. There are some parts in women that everybody should organize that in a part. What turns your partner on? We that are doctors know possible parts where there are G-spot, but not everybody knows. So there are some parts you should be able to touch. You know what turns your partner on. You know what makes your partner to get orgasm. If you want orgasm, you know. If you don't want, you know. So there should be proper preparation. It's a real business. Because out of things that keep the home, finances, care, are you getting it? Children, all those things. Sex is still a crucial part. So it should be, this way you discuss about finances, discuss about how to take care of the home. You should also sit down. Don't be shy about it. The Bible says that Adam and Eve, both were ashamed, both were naked, and they were not ashamed. There is nothing to be ashamed of it. You should be able to talk about it. Proper preparation will prevent poor performance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Mr. Lualere.
Sir.
Okay, you're going to tell us the best time of the day to have sex and the best location to have sex.
There's no time that is not best time for sex. It depends on the couple. I was just trying to give an example. No, let me give my examples. Let me give an example, sir. Take, for example, your wife is a nurse or a doctor, and she needs to go to the hospital every evening. Would you say you want to have it with her before she? Yes, sir. Would you say you want to have it with her before you go to the hospital? When she's about to go to the office, would you say you want to have it with her? If you do that, that means she comes home very early in the morning. Maybe she comes home around 5, 6, and between 6 and 7, you are leaving for your office. Would you say you want to have it that time that is just coming in and maybe by time she's already tired? No. So it depends on the circumstances. It depends on it. But if it is such that maybe the two of you, maybe you go to your office, you come back on time, you are always at home together in the evening, the best time is the middle of the night. Or maybe very, very early in the morning. I believe that should be the best time. But if that is out of it, then you don't have a choice. Maybe occasionally, maybe in the afternoon, or occasionally, maybe when he's on holiday and he's at home. But if it's somebody who goes to the office on permanent evening, then you cannot limit it to evening. Of course, she won't be available. So in such a situations, it is whichever time that is available. But however, it must be a kind of mutual agreement between the two of you. It should be the best time if the two of you at home. To me, it's in the evening or very early in the morning. Thank you.
Location.
What do you mean by location, sir?
Which
At
location?
home?
Venue means venue where you can use. Must it be bed?
Most of the time, it's always good on bed. But since the two of you are at home, depending on where you like, if the wife says she prefers on the floor or putting mats down, well, it depends on the mutual agreement between the two of you. But to me, the generally accepted standard, maybe it's on the chair. The chair has come in. You can't say you come and leave the children in the room. What if they come and meet you in the parlor? So it depends on series of circumstances. It is such that maybe a newly wedded person that child has not come in, but you can do it in the parlor if you like, on the rug, on your cushion chair, or in the room, depending. But when you have other people staying at home, maybe your children has come in, the best thing is the inner room. But putting this way, some people might believe to even go to the bathroom, the two of them, depending on the agreement they have. So you discover all these things are just mutual consent. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, as we plan to run up, what is your approach to premarital sex?
Well, as a Christian, hello? Hello? Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay. I say, as a Christian home, there shouldn't be anything like premarital sex. You must not engage in it until you finally get married. But when it is outside that, maybe it's not on Christian way, you discover if you are not a Christian, some parents will even prefer to ensure until your wife is pregnant before you even talk about marriage. So in such a case, people like that will encourage premarital sex. But if you are a Christian, the Bible frowns at it, that you can't have it until you finally get married. It could be that evening, immediately you finish your wedding, the honeymoon. That should be the best time. That should be the first time. But if you are not a Christian, you discover some parents who will even advise you that no, you can't marry this person until she's pregnant. Although I know some churches agree with it, some Orthodox churches agree, particularly Catholic. I've seen a lot of time when Catholic will conduct wedding for pregnant women. And I know some Orthodox churches do support it. But Pentecostal churches, I don't think it is supported. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Femi. Dr. Femi.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. I'm with you, sir.
Yes, there have been continuous discussion on the issue of people getting into marriage to discover that their husband is either impotent or is not sexually active. And because of that, they have tuned up the discussion about premarital sex. What is your take on this? Dr. Femi. Hello, doctor. Did you hear my question, doctor?
No, sir. I was breaking transmission.
Okay, I was saying, coming from the last question I asked Mr. Lualere, that of late there have been cases where women have complained that it was when they got into marriage that they discovered that their husband is either impotent or is not sexually active. And that has given rise to the discussion on premarital sex. What is your take on this?
My take, or what is the ideal? Okay, the ideal is determined by who is listening to us. We all know that premarital sex is not supported by anybody in the Christian Church. The question people ask is that, are you the bread type or the Gary type? When you go to market, you want to buy Gary, you can taste and determine, oh, this is not sour, this is sour, how much it is, and negotiate. But in bread, the moment you tear the wrapper, you paid for it. So it's a woman that will decide who she is. I always tell women that women are like salt. They are needed in every home. Even if they sell a cup of salt for 10,000, sir, you will buy, I will buy. Because without it, all the food at home will be tasteless. So you will be the one to place price and premium on yourself. Are you the Gary type or the bread type? But looking at it, we know there are so many things going on in which people get married and you notice that the man is impotent. People get married, you notice the woman doesn't have future, cannot deliver. On what basis? I know in Catholic, such wedding can be annulled because it was done on false pretense, on deception, that there is no principle at all. These are the things the pastors to cancel them on. There are some things you must discuss just like few days to your marriage. They must ask you direct questions. Presently now, people now do pregnancy tests, people do sperm analysis and some other tests to be sure that infertility is not what they will be battling with. The world is becoming treacherous and you can't trust anybody. But you should ask your partner direct questions. Even if you have premarital sex and the woman, there is no impotence, does it guarantee that the woman can still conceive? It doesn't guarantee that. Does it guarantee that it will spark that? You just have to trust one another.
Hello, doctor. Hello, doctor.
Maybe before doctor comes back. Okay.
I have rounded job. That's what I have to say.
To me, you discover that there is nothing God cannot solve. There's no problem God cannot solve. Let me tell you a story. When I was about getting married to my wife. Are you hearing me, sir?
I hear you.
Hello?
Loud and clear.
We went to visit one of a trusted person that we regard as a college daddy. On getting there, we met his aged mother. Well-read, educated, and very social. And is a Christian to the core. Our marriage was about some months away. She sat the two of us down. The first thing she told us, said, let me tell you, whatever the situations of life, there is no problem God cannot solve. And whatever problems that comes your way, God will always solve it. After that, he gave us an example of what we should face in life. He said a couple got married, and after the marriage, they went for their honeymoon. And the wife went into the bedroom to bath. And on coming back, unknown to the husband didn't know the wife was coming back. And she removed her hair. She doesn't have a single teeth. It was just a cover-up that she have always been setting. And unknown to her, the woman came out and met her and said, ah! She couldn't hold it. You don't have teeth.
Hello?
The woman was
coming back.
A little bit discouraged. And immediately, you know what the woman did? He said the woman also removed her gele or her something that used in covering her head. And she discovered she doesn't even have a single hair. He said, you know what that means? The two of you have married yourself. And no matter the two of you are married already. Whatever has transpired before has become a thing of the past. What to do now is look ahead, look forward. And whatever the challenges, whatever the situations, look up to God. And you see God solving your problems. So to me, no matter the situations, if you are sincere with the God you serve, God will step into your situations, and no matter the problem, the challenges will fizzle out. The issue of premarital sex, what if you have the premarital sex and the whole thing is working well, and thereafter you get married and it's not working again? What would you say? So to me, the issue of premarital sex shouldn't have arisen at all, particularly if you are a Christian. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. I think we should be rounding up now. It's been quite an exhaustive topic, and we can go on and on and on.
Hello?
But because tomorrow is Valentine,
are you hearing me, sir?
I can hear you.
Pastor Sheyi.
Can everybody? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Dr. Femi,
yes,
can
sir.
You hear me?
I've concluded, sir.
Okay, yes, I
yes,
can hear
I
you.
do.
Dr. Femi, are you
I can hear you.
Yeah. Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Okay. I was saying we could go on and on and on, but I'm aware that people want to go and plan for Valentine tomorrow.
To talk about.
Yes, yes. So let's just call it a day today, and look up to a far more time next Saturday, same time, same channel. For me in here, I want to thank Dr. Femi Samuel for the opportunity of this discussion. And I want to wish you a very, very happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. Make sure you do the needful and don't come and give stories. And
thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Oluwale,
I'm at work tomorrow.
what's the meaning of that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
I'm at work.
I didn't get you. I didn't hear you, sir.
I think every day.
Yes.
Dr. Femi said he's going to be at work on Valentine's Day. And there are so many things that are coming up in my mind.
Yes, every day.
But
Let the wife go with him. Let the wife go to the office with him.
Take your wife to the office along with you. So that as you are carrying the stethoscope, you also another one.
It will be helping you to hold the needle.
And very important.
It will help you to hold the needle. It will make you to be happier to do your work all the more.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But please, don't enter the theater because the smooth running of the operation at the theater. Thank you very much. Mr. Oluwale.
You can hold the needle. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Contributions tonight. You have been a wonderful time with everybody. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, sir.
See you next
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
And the network seems to favor me today very well. Thank you, sir. Have a nice rest and enjoy. Pastor didn't tell us where he's taking the wife to. You didn't tell us where you're taking your wife to. Pastor.
Okay. Start to the teeth. So please don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you and good night, sir.
Bye bye.